Exactly. The thing to keep in mind is that all the horrible shit that Pakistan, the state, has done, that's the Pakistani state. It's not the people. It's like Michael Brooks said, rest in power. Be ruthless towards systems. Be ruthless towards systems. Be kind towards people. Be ruthless towards systems. Be kind towards people. First off, if you're wondering, if you guys are new here, if you guys have never watched my show before, I talk about South Asian news. I'm the Indian Hasanabi. I'm the Tamil Hasanabi. I'm talking about South Asian news. When can I watch the next stream? Next week. Next week. I stream on weekends only. Again, I stream on weekends. I would love to stream every day. Streaming doesn't pay the bill. Pakistanis deported accidentally cannot be brought back. Is this a fucking joke? What the hell is happening?
अपने वालिद को फोन कर रहे हैं, फोन नहीं करने दिया जा रहा है, फोन नहीं करने दिया जा रहा है, इसका क्या हाल है?
This is so stupid. The Pakistanis deported, quote unquote, accidentally cannot be. The Pakistanis deported, quote unquote, accidentally can't be brought back. Is this a fucking joke? What the hell is happening? Samar Factor, Moni Kakar are in the video talking to the SHO outside the Sultanabad detention center.
अभी जो बच्चा डिपोर्ट हो गया है उसको तो लेकर आए ना आप। मैं तो वीडियो बना रहा हूँ।
अभी ये मालूम नहीं है कि शायद डिपोर्ट ना हुआ हो।
मतलब मेरे बच्चे को बोल रहे हैं तो क्या आप मेरे बच्चों को भी डिपोर्ट कर देंगे?
बात सुनो, एक बंदे के पास,
This is Pakistan.
एक बात कर देता हूँ, एक बंदे के पास कार्ड नहीं है, एक बंदे के पास कार्ड नहीं है।
This is not India, guys. We're going to Pakistan. Remember, India is not Pakistan. It's two different countries.
सारे पैसे निकाल लिए गए।
A lot in common, but still two different countries.
अपने वालिद को फोन कर रहे हैं, फोन नहीं करने दिया जा रहा है, फोन नहीं करने दिया जा रहा है, इसका क्या हाल है? ये भी हो सकता है।
अभी जो बच्चा डिपोर्ट हो गया है उसको तो लेकर आए ना आप। मैं तो वीडियो।
This is so stupid. Let there be absolutely no mistake that what's happening in the wake of the Afghan deportations. In the wake of the Afghan deportations is mass detention and deportation of legal refugees and Pakistani Pashtuns, aka racism. This is what I said yesterday. This is really what's going to happen is people are being picked up for looking and sounding Afghan, which is basically Pashtun. Yep. Pakistani Pashtuns who are native to Pakistan, that is their land, by the way, are being deported to Afghanistan. They're being deported to Afghanistan, a country with which they are not native to, a country that they have never lived in. Yeah, dude, this is the most Indian / Pakistani / Sri Lankan, well, you're not Sri Lankan cop. This is the most South Asian cop.
बात सुनो, एक बंदे के पास, एक बात कर देता हूँ, एक बंदे के पास कार्ड नहीं है।
There are tribal Pashtuns in Pakistan who speak no Urdu, only Pashto. Yeah. Like, imagine Malala Yousafzai getting deported in Pakistan. Like, imagine they were still in Pakistan, they would probably get deported. Like, there's a non-zero chance of her getting deported because she's Pashtun. Yo, Pakistan is really wants to give India a run for its money. Like, Pakistan and Bangladesh recently have basically said, you know, I think India is grabbing too much of the limelight in terms of like being an awful country. So I think it's time that we take back the limelight. Now Pakistan and India are competing to see which is the worst country. Yeah, we can be more fucked up than you. Don't challenge us. Yeah, exactly. Now Pakistan wants to like, Pakistan is like, hey, like, you guys aren't shitty enough to your own people. Let me enter the competition again. Listen, man, we already committed a against the Bengalis. Listen, we are not to be dethroned, says Pakistan. Imagine Pakistan becomes so much of a hog they want Modi as their government. I wouldn't be surprised if one of these days, like some rando like Pakistani is like, you know what? Maybe we need to elect someone like Modi but Muslim. I wouldn't be surprised by that. No shot.
हमें मोदी मिल जाए, हमें तो नहीं नवाज शरीफ चाहिए, ना बेनजीर चाहिए, ना हमें इमरान खान चाहिए, कोई भी नहीं, जनरल मुशर्रफ भी।
Oh shit. Yo, stop. God. Oh my god. This is so stupid, dude. Why? This is so stupid.
ना हमें इमरान खान चाहिए, कोई भी नहीं, जनरल मुशर्रफ भी नहीं चाहिए हमें। हमें सिर्फ प्राइम मिनिस्टर मोदी चाहिए जो इस
Yeah, if anything, this just shows how bad the Pakistani government has screwed over the people. No, that's true. That's true. Like, imagine getting someone to a point where, like, they're begging for Modi. Like, this shows you how badly the Pakistani government has fucked over its people. Like, you have motherfuckers out in the streets begging for Modi. How desperate do you have to be to beg for Modi? What the hell? How desperate do you have to be? This is so stupid. Oh, God, dude. The Pakistani National also lauded the fact that India is now the 5th largest economy in the world. India is the largest country in the world, dog. What do you mean? They are the 5th largest economy in the world. They are the 5th. They are the largest. They are the most populous country in the world. What are you talking about? What do you mean?
1947 समथिंग जब हमारा पाकिस्तान आजाद हुआ इंडिया से, अंग्रेजों की गवर्नमेंट थी। मैं कह रहा हूं अल्लाह ना करता ऐसा होता ही ना, सारा पाक हिंद एक होता। आज मैं कह रहा हूं अल्लाह ना करता ऐसा होता ही ना।
Is he a plant for propaganda purposes for India? I doubt it. I don't think India is sending people into Pakistan saying this stuff. I just think that there are some Pakistanis that are so brain broken that, oh, he wants Akhand Bharat too. No. He doesn't want Akhand Bharat, but he just thinks that 1970. No, I think what's going on here is he's obviously not pro Akhand Bharat. That's fucking crazy. I don't think he's pro Akhand Bharat. Akhand Bharat is like Hindu nationalist shit. No. He's just like, well, what the fuck? Our country's been fucked over by the US for so long, and our country's been fucked by the military for so long. Like, maybe it was a good idea to stay in India. No, they looked for a person like him in Pakistan. Clickbait. She clickbaits Indian views. But no, the point of what I'm saying is he's talking about how badly the military has fucked over his country. No one would want Modi as a prime minister that's in their right mind. But a lot of Pakistanis are not in their right mind right now because their government has fucked them over. Their government has fucked them over. Is this about Kashmir? No, it's literally, no, this has nothing to do with Kashmir, I swear. No, the Pakistani government has done an awful job for its people because it's been controlled by US interests and has been controlled by the military interests. Pakistan has sabotaged its own people for a long time at this point. Like, people are fed up. People are understandably fed up with the Pakistani government because it has never represented their interests. People are understandably angry at the Pakistani government. Like he's so angry right now that he's seeing like, oh, well, Modi can't be that bad. Which, by the way, no, Modi is that bad.
1947 समथिंग जब हमारा पाकिस्तान आजाद हुआ इंडिया से, अंग्रेजों की गवर्नमेंट थी। मैं कह रहा हूं अल्लाह ना करता ऐसा होता ही ना, सारा पाक हिंद एक होता। आज आपको टमाटर 20 रुपए किलो मिलते, चिकन 150 रुपए किलो मिलता, पेट्रोल 150 रुपए लीटर मिलता आपको। अब हमारी बदकिस्मती नहीं है कितने अरसे के बाद हमें मतलब।
Yeah, he's talking about like food prices in Pakistan. He's talking about the runaway inflation in Pakistan. I mean, that's what I gathered from what the little Urdu that I understand. He's talking about like, can you understand him? No, I picked up on some of the words that he's saying. I don't understand him completely, and I might be wrong. He said tomato. Yeah, he's talking about tomato. Like, that's tomatoes. He's lamenting the partition. Yeah, he's lamenting the partition because of the fucking inflation right now. Like, he's talking about the prices of food. Like, he can't get food in Pakistan anymore because of how fucking expensive it is. Yeah, he's saying if India and Pakistan were one nation, the economy would be better. Which I can't blame him for thinking that. I don't think he's correct about that. I don't think he's entirely correct. I think the partition would have been was inevitable anyways. I think if not in 1947, people would be demanding a partition at some point or another. India's dealing with the same inflation? No, but not to the same degree that Pakistan is. Not even close. Yeah, man just wants some food, man. He just wants some good chicken. He just wants some good tomatoes. That's it. That's all he wants. He wants to make some. That's all Bhai wants. He just wants to make a good fucking meal. And he can't do that because of the insane amount of inflation that the IMF has caused in Pakistan. He's frustrated. He's deeply frustrated. I feel insanely terrible for Pakistanis right now. I feel horrible. My heart goes out to them. Like, this situation in Pakistan is awful. It's really bad. It's genuinely, it's painful to live in Pakistan. Like, I can't imagine living in Pakistan right now. It sucks. Inflation is sky high right now because of the West.
मुसलमानों वाला सिलसिला ही कोई नहीं है
I think right now Sri Lanka has kind of stabilized. Pakistan hasn't.
ही कोई नहीं है मुसलमानों वाला तो इससे अच्छा तो वो मोदी है यकीन माने उसके लोग उसे कैसे मानते हैं और वो कैसे अपने लोगों के साथ संसेर है मोदी हमें मोदी मिल जाए
South Asia is literally getting cooked due to the climate crisis, crop failures, flash floods, the Himalayan ice pack vanishing. We are so screwed, and we can't get our heads out of our asses with sectarian politics and biryani for votes. No, here's the thing. That, like, it's not South Asia's fault for that, though. That's the thing. It's not South Asia's fault. It's the West's fault.
हमें तो नहीं नवाज शरीफ चाहिए ना बेनजीर चाहिए ना हमें इमरान खान चाहिए कोई भी नहीं जनरल मुशर्रफ भी नहीं चाहिए हमें सिर्फ प्राइम मिनिस्टर मोदी चाहिए जो इस मुल्क के
By the way, he's saying Imran Khan also sucked, which is true. Imran Khan wasn't that great a leader either. Imran Khan wasn't that great. He wasn't, like, people uphold Imran Khan as like this anti-American lion, but he wasn't. Imran Khan was not as anti-American as people make him out to be. He's vocally just called out America on a lot of bullshit. He's called out America. No, the West, it's mainly the West's fault for contributing to climate crisis, because like the 100 companies that are contributing 71% to climate change, to in particular greenhouse gases, are American companies. There are Western companies.
पेड़ों को सीधा करे इस मुल्क की मैशत को ऊपर दुनिया के 5वें नंबर पे आ चुके हैं इंडिया वाले आपको पता है तो इस मुल्क को ऊपर लेके जाए अभी हमें तलाश है तैयब उर्दगान की या मोदी की डिफॉल्ट तो हमने होना ही होना है क्योंकि हमें लॉलीपॉप दे रहे हैं गलत रास्तों पे चला रहे हैं
He's saying that Modi listens to his people and his people listen to him. He's being reductive and superficial, of course, but it goes on to show that Pakistani politicians don't even pretend to care. Yeah. I mean, I can say the same thing about, I mean, what he's saying, I can easily say the same thing about Indian politicians. Like, it's,
गलत इन्फॉर्मेशन दे रहे हैं जो एक शख्स आया था आपके मुल्क को ठीक करने के लिए ये भाजपा साहब ने उसका खाना खराब कर दिया
यानी कि आप अच्छी जिंदगी गुजारने के लिए इंडिया के साथ मिलजुल के रहने के तैयार है मोदी की हुकूमत को भी कबूल करने को तैयार है
जी बिल्कुल तैयार है मोदी साहब ग्रेट मैन क्या कर रही हैं मोदी को बुरा इंसान थोड़ी है इंडिया के जो मुसलमान हैं वो 150 रुपए लीटर पेट्रोल ले रहे हैं ना 150 रुपए का चिकन इंडिया
I wouldn't say that the Indian Muslims living under India are having it great. This is propaganda. He fell for.
वाले ले रहे हैं ना इंडिया के मुसलमान तो हम भी इंडियन मुसलमान होते हमें क्या फर्क पड़ता है इस मुल्क में जहां हमारे बच्चों को रोटी नहीं मिल रही आप यकीन कीजिए पानी नहीं मिलता लाइट नहीं मिलती सुई गैस नहीं है हमारे घर में सिलेंडर जब हम भरवाते हैं ना सिलेंडर भरवाने जाते हैं वो भी ब्लैक में मिलता है हम लोगों को तो समटाइम फील होता है कि यार हम क्यों पैदा हो गए
Yeah, he's talking about how badly he's saying the economics of India are much better. And he's right. He's right about the inflation in India not being so bad. That Pakistan's inflation is so bad. He's saying that he would much rather live as an Indian Muslim because of how bad Pakistan's inflation is. At least the Muslims in India can afford food. Yeah, you can't blame him for saying any of this. Like, Indian Muslims have it awful. Yeah, they do. They are living under a fascist regime, 100%. That's true. That's absolutely true. But they are not dealing with the same kind of inflation that Pakistan is dealing with. Pakistan's conditions are that fucking bad right now. He's expressing the pain of Pakistanis right now. Their entire economy is controlled by the fucking IMF right now. Their entire economy is controlled by the fucking IMF, which is why when Indians like have this insane, Indian right wingers will say, Muslims go to Pakistan. You guys are not loyal to India. You guys are not loyal to India. You guys are not loyal to India. Go to Pakistan. If you hate our Hindu dharma so much, go to Pakistan. It's like, that's the basis. Pakistan is the boogeyman which constructs the Hindu nationalist narrative. Pakistan is the enemy, right? According to Hindu nationalists. Yeah, Pakistan literally cannot eat. Are there Pakistan-backed militants in Kashmir? That's true. That's actually true. Have the Pakistan government backed militants in India that have caused harm? Absolutely. There's no doubt about that. But Pakistan right now, they can't afford to eat whatsoever, and they're deporting Afghan refugees. They're deporting 1.7 million people. The government is starving its own civilians and is deporting 1.7 million others. Not to mention the shit that Balochis go through. On a daily basis, you have Balochis getting kidnapped on the regular. They use the same thing in Bangladesh, saying you Hindus go back to India. It's exactly the same thing. So fucked. Yeah. I mean, because you have Islamist dumbasses in Bangladesh. Hindu nationalists fail to fathom that Pakistan's collapse will be detrimental to India. It's not a good thing. Pakistan's collapse is not a good thing, guys. It is going to be a catastrophe. Think about the refugee crisis that's going to happen. Pakistan has sharply hiked the cost of fuel and has ordered early closure of malls and markets to cut expenses. There are daily power cuts are happening on the regular in Pakistan. This is the pain of what people living in Pakistan have to go through right now. Again, this never gets talked about. That's insane. Malls are being closed down because they can't pay for electricity. Non-Indians don't understand how much anti-Pakistan programming we are exposed to growing up and how the natural compassion for Pakistanis is instrumental to many of us rejecting the right wing and turning to the left. I grew up with that programming. Guys. I grew up with that. I need you to understand, I'm in America and I grew up with that all the time. I grew up with that programming. I used to be way more conservative. I used to be significantly worse towards Pakistan. It's not like that programming is nonsense. It's nonsense. Pakistanis on the ground are struggling right now. And the best thing that Indians can do is to provide solidarity to Pakistanis. That is the best thing that we can do right now. That's what the Indian left and Indian liberals even should be doing. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I always had great opinions about Pakistan. I didn't. I had really bad opinions about Pakistan. But you know what helps? Meeting Pakistani people, meeting people from that country. That's what helps a lot. Understanding where they're coming from. Understanding where they're coming from. That helps a lot. And this is the material conditions that Pakistanis live under right now. Like, imagine how desperate you have to be to want a literal fascist. You know, one of the things that I hope to do with this is to have more Indians realize that Pakistanis are the same. We are the same. We look at the Pakistani people and feel their pain and frustration and hopelessness. At some point, you take the leftist POV and make that separation. And remember that the Pakistani state have actually done horrible shit. They deserve our hate. Actually, exactly. The thing to keep in mind is that all the horrible shit that Pakistan, the state, has done, that's the Pakistani state. It's not the people. It's like Michael Brooks said, rest in power. Be ruthless towards systems. Be ruthless towards systems. Be kind towards people. Be ruthless towards systems. Be kind towards people. Pakistan has been going through unimaginable hell. Jesus Christ. Is China helping Pakistan with their economic situation? No, they're fucking Pakistan over too. No, China is absolutely not helping. They're fucking Pakistan over too. People will say China is actually helping by quote unquote forgiving debt. No, they're fucking over Balochis. They're fucking over Balochi workers. Then why is Imran such a China simp? Because who the fuck else is going to build Pakistan's infrastructure? Who the fuck else is going to help Pakistan build their infrastructure? That's the reason. America isn't. The US isn't going to help Pakistan with shit. They just bombed Pakistan. India's not going to help Pakistan with shit. Who the fuck else is going to help? Yes and no, China's given out massive loans, but only because they want unfettered access to trade routes to ports. No, I would say that's a no. No, China has also fucked over Pakistan. Like, China is not interested in the well-being of Pakistanis. If they were, they wouldn't be fucking over Balochi workers. Chinese developments have actually exacerbated some of the problems in Pakistan already. They've made things worse. No, the Soviets are the same thing. The Soviets are the exact same way.